Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the episode. We're out here, it's Sunday, it's a beautiful morning. Just kind of sitting on campus. I chose a spot out here on campus because I wanted to kind of get somewhere that's a little more light other than just, you know, the wife's workroom. So I decided to come out here and get a little spot right here off Boyd Street in Asp. Got a little nice little quiet spot going on right now, campus. Got the old orange in the background. So just got done doing a easy 4-mile run and had me some applesauce here. Kind of help replenish some stuff. So yeah, as we get into the week, this week was a sort of a test. Pretty much one of the first few tests that I'll have when it comes to marathon training, in terms of trying to assure myself that not only I can make the half marathon distance, but that physical fitness and aerobic fitness that I have during that half marathon may determine how I feel in the second half of the marathon of CIM. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Charles Mantaghi. I am training for the California International Marathon. I am training to attempt a 3:30 marathon. So it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. That is an 8-minute pace. I will also be doing a half marathon in about 3 weeks before that, in November. I think on the 24th it is. And that will be the Tulsa Route 66 half marathon in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I chose the half marathon because, for one, I did the Oklahoma City Marathon in April. And then if I do the Tulsa half, I will hopefully be awarded the Oklahoma Standard Medal, which is something you get whenever you do 2 of the Oklahoma-born races, and you get a special medal. So I'm super excited for that and to be able to knock that off my list. The CIM is more so of a redemption run for me because I was to have done it last year, but sadly my wife got COVID the race week, and so once she got it, I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to do it. So, and then it didn't matter because the day before, Friday, we were supposed to have left, I got sick, and that knocked me out big time. So that kind of just threw my whole plan, and that's one of those life happenings. So here we are, where it's kind of our redemption run to ensure that we stay healthy as much as possible. Yeah, but with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So Monday we had ourselves just an easy 3-mile recovery run, and I was coming off of a 20-mile long run a few days before that. So this whole week basically I have not been feeling as good as I'd like. I have been feeling absolutely groggy, my throat. The allergies were just slapping me in the face, and as you can kind of tell, that it still bothers me a little bit today, but I'm doing a lot better than I was back on Monday. I was to have done about 3 miles that morning, but I just was not feeling good. I woke up and my throat was super sore, and since then I've really been coughing up a lot of like strong, hard brown and green phlegm. So I decided to wait till that afternoon. And I wasn't really feeling good that afternoon, but I went ahead and went to the treadmill and I did 3 miles. I knocked it out. I was just, as soon as I got home, my body was just drained. And that's kind of how it's been every day. It's like you wake up in the morning, you're kind of okay, you take medication, and then in the afternoon, you're just completely drained. So Tuesday was a track workout. Now this called for a mile warm up, and then we were going into 12 by 200s. At a 6-minute pace, and then we were gonna have a 1-mile cool down. So
average pace 8:05, lap 18 107.
So we have 12 200-meter repeats, 200 recovery in between. Let's go.
So overall, I actually felt really good. Now after that run, I was feeling pretty drained, so I tried to recover as best as I could. But if we take a look at some of the times that I did, which were really good actually, I felt like I was going as fast as I needed to. I felt like my recovery was good. There wasn't any walks. There was a couple of the Wahoo runners there, so being able to see them, watch them run, build off confidence for those. So, and first off, thank you guys, Wahoo runners. You guys are awesome. Ashton, you guys are some of the best people I've known, and just you guys are full of greatness out there. And being out there on those Tuesday mornings at 4 or 5 a.m. when no one else is out there, it's awesome to know that there are also other people out there like that, not only pushing you but also encouraging you and just keeping you company in general. So as we look at the chart and my intervals, my runs were fairly good. I actually ended up doing 13, mainly because I didn't actually set this workout in my watch, so I had to go off of memorizing. And of course, after you get out to the 5th or 6th one of running hard paces, you're slowly starting to forget what and how many you've done. Overall, after pushing myself that hard, I actually did pretty good jobs. 552, 601, 554, 549, 544, 527, 550, 528, 459, whoa, 532, 535, 520, 540, and then a cool down. I'd say that we actually nailed this one. I was feeling really good in the process of this. So Wednesday was to have been an 8-mile run, but again, I just wasn't feeling as good and up to the task like I should have been. So what I ended up doing was I decided to break that run up. That was also the day that my new A6 Super Blast came in, Super Blast 2. So I got a chance to do the trial run in the Super Blast 2 as well. So that afternoon I came home. I wasn't feeling 100%, but I was feeling good enough to try to get an easy 4-mile in. So right now I'm out doing a 4-mile run, anywhere from 8:45 to 9-minute pace right now. And so far we have the new A6 Super Blast 2 on right now. They basically have a 3-inch stack height. Holy crud. Makes me feel super tall on these things. What I like about them right now is that they actually do have somewhat of a rocker in the front right here. So it does kind of help that propulsion of going forward. Another thing is they're very bouncy. With it being really bouncy, it kind of makes my body want to run a little bit faster, or at least have a quicker turnover. So with the Nova Blast 4, they had this centerpiece right here that was real squishy, so you can definitely tell how prominent it was whenever you were stepping down, to help make that midfoot a lot softer whenever you're running. But as far as I know right now, they are loud. They sound like an alpha fly or something like that, where they're just very loud. But I think it's just because they're super grippy. They got a lot of grip on the bottom. But right now they feel pretty good. Hopefully we'll see as the miles go, as we go down the road. Maybe they'll continue to keep their strength, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, finish up these 4 miles. It complements the running compounds of having tired feet, but being able to still feel like you have good comfort under your feet. And I think that's just exactly what this is meant for. A long run, easy runs, recovery runs. And I'll get to those, especially when it comes to picking up the pace. I'll talk about that here in just a minute. Thursday we got into another track run. This wasn't necessarily a track run, but I took it to the track. So headed to the track right now. It's almost 5:30. Woke up just a little late. I would be halfway, pretty much almost done with my workout by now. But today calls for a total of 5 miles. I'll have 1 mile warm up, and then I'm going into kind of like a light threshold run where I'll be doing 3 miles around 7:30 to 7:40, and then I'll do a mile cool down. Try to get done as best as I can. I feel pretty good. I've been taking some medication, and I feel like I'm actually kind of more alert. I don't feel as groggy. I don't feel as like down and feel like I can't do it. I'm also going to do this on the track, mainly because to be able to have quality on this run, being on a track will help not only keep my heart rate a little bit low, but I feel like my paces are a little bit quicker. My quality is just a little bit higher on being able to do that. So we're going to do this, and then I feel like I can get done just a little bit quicker too, by the way. So that's what we'll do today. So right now I got done with my first mile. Now we're going into 3 miles around 7:30, 7:40 pace. Here we go. First mile, 7:24. Way fast, but like I said, we're on the track, so the paces feel a little bit easier. Turnovers a little easier. And we got ourselves the Pro 3s on. And we got this all up in our ear. So keep it going. Hey, this music has me a little too bumped right now. Second mile, 7:24. I'm feeling good, but I wish I could slow down. Set 3 or mile 4. Apparently it was 7:11. I don't know. I have it in track mode instead of just regular run. So it'll show my lap pace, but not overall. So I'll have to really check that out. But I definitely think I was going faster than I should have, which later down the road, those paces are gonna be needed. I felt good. It does help kind of whenever you have a little bit of inspiration from other people around you, a crowd watching, I guess. So yeah, I'll finish this run up and I'll finish up my cool down. We'll get the heaven out of here. So yeah, this run actually went really well once again. Of course, afterwards I was feeling kind of like drained, but I'm really proud of my recoveries going into these runs. Icing my shins, trying to drink a lot of fluids, trying to get adequate sleep. Those are some of the main key components in order to perform the next day at an optimum level. So I went into that run, took me a big shot of fizz boost, and felt like I was flying through the whole thing. Running those paces a lot faster than I should have been. But mile was an 8:43, and then those next 3 miles were 7:27, 7:27, and 7:13. I felt really good with this run, and knowing that going into this weekend I was gonna have to do a 13.1 mile run at a 7:40 minute per mile pace. So, and I was not going to do this on the track. I wanted to do it on the road just to get that simulation, and that's kind of how I wanted to get myself ready for. So Friday came around. Friday was actually just a rest day. Now when it comes to working out, yes, I was wanting to go to the gym, but my body of course was still recovering, and I really feel like I only had enough energy to really get these runs in, get home, get good recoveries. Basically, I feel like I only had the energy and strength for the runs. So, and then the week before that, I was just actually taking that week off from working out, so that way my body can be good and strong for the 20-mile long run. So technically I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. So hopefully this next week I can slowly start getting my body back into the gym and get some light workout in. So of course Saturday comes around, and that is the big, my first test, a 1:40 half marathon, and everything I feel like was just going, I was kind of nervous, but I knew I could do it. And this is actually where I took the Super Blast 2. So if ASICS, if you're watching, they did a great job running this run, and overall I'll explain how it all went right after this. Okay, so we're out here. I'm getting ready to run. I did my warm-up. I've got everything ready. I've got the Super Blast 2 on. We're gonna see how they do at a 7:40-ish pace. These are mainly going to be more of like an easy long run, type of shoe, but I wanted to just test them out just to see what I can do in them. No better time to do them than when they're fresh. So they feel still kind of light. They feel like they got, you know, a good front rocker on them. So I'm hoping that this will take me the distance as well as be able to hold up the speed that I am needing to hang on to. So I'm ready to go, and let's get out of here and let's get this sub 140. First mile, 7:44. Mile 2, 7:41. Mile 3, 7:49. Time for our first gel. Mile 4, 7:38.
In other words, that's called perfect time. I feel like a favor, I feel like a savior. They clock in my neck, I feel like a flavor. I go so hard.
Mile 5, 7:43.
Mile 6, 7:39. Time for our second goo. Mile 7, 7:33. We are now officially averaging 7:40 minute per mile pace. Mile 8, 7:31. 5 miles to go. Let's start cooking. Mile 9, 7:33. Time for our third goo. Mile 10, 7:34. Mile 11, 7:32. Almost done. Mile 13, 7:25. 0.1 to go. Two things that I really liked about the Asics, especially when I was running. One, I really felt like the stack height, for one, it's about 3-inch stack height. So even if you don't want to run and you just want to look over 6 foot at a party, yeah, wear these. But just make sure you wear some Jinkos or something, because yeah, they're the colorway is a little different. So, but yeah, I really liked the fact that I felt like I was bounding almost while I was running. I felt like my feet felt like I just had so much cushion underneath it, but there was still some stability throughout the whole foot. I didn't feel like it was just my feet were lopping to one side or the other. It felt controlled, it felt flat, it felt stable, but also was giving me that good bound, which allowed my foot to really get that heel flick. So everything went really well. Another thing that I liked about it was, of course, as I got tired, and I did, especially around the final like 3 to 4 miles, you know, your feet start to really clump and start to really hit the ground a lot harder. And I really felt like this shoe did a great job of protecting that. It didn't allow me to use my heel as much. It kept me stable around my midfoot, but it also has a rocker that the Asics Nova Blast 4, which I've been using for over 700 miles, doesn't have. And that was something that was really, really nice about it. So it's kind of like, even though your feet are tired and you can't really get that good push off anymore, that little rocker in the front really helps keep that going. So I really liked how that was incorporated into the shoe. But yeah, I'm excited to get that run out of the way. It made me feel good as a confidence booster. And then next week I'm going to have another 20 mile. I will basically do that one as an easy long run again, and then I know I'm gonna have a 20 and a 22 later on down the road. If you guys have any suggestions or workout plans that I can use for those, please let me know. My training plan basically just says 20 miles at easy pace. And so I've been watching people like Floberg, Nick Bear. I've been watching some of their runs, and they'll, you know, implement 20-mile long runs and say what they're doing. So I've been kind of just like taking some of their runs and then just kind of mixing in my own pace with it. But if you guys have some ideas and suggestions, please let me know. And on top of that, I also got, finally, hopefully will be my marathon shoe, Nike Alpha Fly 2s. I've been a big fan and wanting to try these out, especially when it comes to marathon. So hopefully these will be my marathon shoes that I use in CIM and possibly Tulsa as well. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for following along. Like I said, please like, subscribe, follow along if you guys want to see me continue my journey. I'm just documenting pretty much every week on how this goes all the way up until the marathon. And we are going to be officially in week 9, which we're over the threshold. It's time to really start getting after it. So shout out to Garmin 265. Did a great job tracking all of my data, giving me the stuff that I need. Shout out to Slow Dad Run Club. Awesome hat, really like it. It's, oh goodness, it's really great at absorbing sweat and whatnot. So everything is just everything is clicking right now, but I still have to ensure that I am taking care of myself, especially on these days off. So with that being said, you guys be good, and as always,
run it.